Good morning. I'd love to put myself on tape for everything I think. Do I think any different than anybody else? Does everybody have a thought during the day? 7 billion people, 7 billion thinking. What you're thinking at the age of birth to the age of, let's say, 2. By 2 years old, you're already thinking. Wow, you say they grew up so fast. I don't know. By the time my cat was 2, she and he were flipping upside down, doing backflips, running up and down the balcony. 2 is a long time. When my cat was still fumbling around, she was 3 months old, 3.5 months old. By 4 months old, they can get up on any counter and any sofa. By the time they reach full length, by the time they fall down enough to get up enough, if they have life, not thinking of that death. Imagine if you went through life never thinking of death, never thinking of the greater of consequences. Worked on my teeth yesterday. Put that needle in. I knew it was going to hurt, especially in the palate. Put it in. Harder. Shove it. But there's no worse pain than a drill hitting a nerve on your tooth and you're like, ah! You know, it's like the craziest pain. Is this why we're here? I just had Jehovah at the door. She says, but the Bible said it. I go, who wrote the Bible? She says, God wrote the Bible. I go, God wrote the Bible? I says, we wrote what God told us. God is not normal. He's not normal. He's the ultimate. Imagine he didn't build us. Imagine if they built a few hundred people and a few hundred people, and one person sat there and a group of people sat there and they studied and they studied until all of a sudden a human can talk to an alien. Before you can talk to an alien, what about creating one of yourself that's almost as identical to you, but you have one step up on them and they have one step looping up on you? Because what you say, even though you thought them, all the patterns of thought, the Fibonacci pie way of thinking is there's always another idea, another angle. Imagine you start here and there's always another angle, chipping away at what's concrete until there's always another angle to a fold. How many times can I do this inside a certain angle? Am I a ball? Am I a dot? Well, if I'm a dot, I'm a ball. Or am I a line? Or am I a rectangle? Or am I a square? Or am I a pyramid? You ever see this? Look, my head. Imagine my head was a pyramid. And from outer space, woo! They just shoved this on me. My feet are on the ground, just like a pyramid. Imagine if this is the pyramid, but I have to do it upside down. This is the pyramid, and I fly. And I plug right into the pyramid. The pyramid's plugged into the earth. I hook up to the pyramid. And now I control the earth. Give me a second. So what did I come here to talk? So the Jehovah comes to my door and wow. I go, yeah. I go, Jesus. I go, Jesus. Jesus. I says, because of Jesus, I did all of this. Because of Jesus Christ, I did all of this. Some stuff also came from Moses because he walked the 40 days in the desert. He had dessert for 40 years. Imagine what a bellyache you'd have eating dessert for 40 years. He stood up by Mount Sinai, Mount Sinai, my nose. Sinai, S-I, Mars, birth gateway, DNA, artificial intelligence. Let's not be mean, but I want to go one step further. Let's create another planet. We're going to put zombies down there. But wait a second. They don't know what to do. So we'll put a brain in every single one of them. But they still won't know what to do. I want to be that avatar. So I'll just put this on, lean back in my chair, drink my alcohol so I can forget here, and send myself to think in another system. Bypass this system with the alcohol and send my full spirit down to earth, where he takes drugs. Yes, marijuana, hemp, THC, CBDs, and he gets down to earth. And now he's all branched in. He's excited. He's got two ends of bipolar in full control because I've got the Spirit. He's got my Holy Ghost. Look at that, one ear falling off. So I guess I'll say one side of my brain for this planet or not. Now I'll put on the tefillin, right? We'll put the antenna up. There we go. Antenna's up. See what the antenna is up? It's actually put away. The antenna up is actually over here. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. And it's to one side, and it's to one side, and the tefillin is to one side, and your heart is to one side, more to one side, because when you plug in, when you come from the other world, all we need to do is connect one piece. I'm going to design that to you right now. Where's my pen? So, hold on a second. Just let me get down to earth, right? All right, let me get down to earth. So, when I'm in a rush, when you're in a rush, nothing gets done. Take your time, people. Just take your time. Fast forward 10 or 15 or 20 seconds. Put this down. There you go. Now let's tighten the camera up. Move the string out of the way. Okay, so now we're going to get to that design. And here's the design. And here's another design. So let's say we did this. In order to do this properly, okay, in order to outline this, I would have to do this. This is my outline of that, right? And my outline of this, right? My outline of this, and pending how I want to plug it in, if I could. This is not a plug here. This would be this. So we can do that. And then, you see this over here? That's right. We did this over here all the way to the corners, but you didn't see that. You didn't see this block because all you saw were these arms. And on these arms, if you want, we can continue to split it right over here, or we can put the same one down here, and we can split it, and then, right? And then we'd have like the letter P or the letter PR. We didn't put the leg here. Why not? Because roulette numbers, right? This is 12, this is 9, right? This over here is 11, okay? This over here is 10. This over here, okay, is 12. No, this is, hold on. This is 8. This is 9. This is 11. 11, 8, and 10. So this part over here, 8, 11, and 10, is going to create that design over here. Now the question is, if we're creating the letter R, how are we going to create the letter R? You see just this, the small r over here, right? This is the small r, right? Small r, smaller. Here is inside the letter P. This is a bone. This is a bone. And there we have our R. You see the way it's a plug-in? Anyways, I didn't want to talk about this right now, about this design. That is for somebody else. The design I wanted to do right now was this over here, this design. See, I'm a little off course with my thinking sometimes when I have to think too much. I was talking about plugins, things that cover up. So this design over here, although you can see it's the D letter, you can see it's a double D letter. If you design it differently, it can look like the number 8. There's a passage. We can also call the round. We no longer use this. They overlap, and we can call it the S. Although the S comes back to the beginning here, it's another level down, and it goes another passage over here. So if we had to go the spring, summer, winter, and fall, and come back to the spring, summer, winter, and fall. Spring, summer, winter, and fall. Spring, summer, winter, and fall. So spring, fall, no, winter, spring, summer, and autumn. So we just do the S. But this design is showing me questions. Is it a V going down? Is it a V going down? Is this a support in the center holding it up this way? I wish I can create this. Is this the bar that just holds everything together? Which way can we flip and move this? At the same time, it's R and R. This part in the center will be for only my P, my PD. If I flip this up to this side, I duplicate it or I mirror it, I will end up with the B, but I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. I think the video is too long. We're going to stop. I went off course with everything. Thank you for watching this video.